Before the legend of Thriller, before the crown was placed, there was Off the Wall. In 1979, Michael Jackson stepped into his own light and changed pop music forever.
Welcome! Welcome back to our channel. So, what do we do here? Pop culture philosophy. And what does that mean?
Yes, welcome back to our channel, Pop Culture Philosophy. Well, what does that mean? It just means we like
I don't know.
It just means we like to take a deeper dive into the art that we love, whether that's music, movies, TV shows, or anime. Today we're doing music. More importantly, we're doing the MJ Corner. What's the MJ Corner? The MJ Corner is me playing Michael Jackson songs to my wife for the very first time, because prior to this channel, she barely heard anything by MJ, and now she's like a super fan.
Yes, I love MJ.
Yeah, so as most of you guys know, Michael Jackson was very important to me growing up. It was basically my first piece of music that I remember ever listening to. So it's very exciting that, we get to re-experience Michael Jackson with you and with everyone else watching. So thank you guys so much for that. As I said, typically I've already heard this song and I'm playing it for you, but we've been going down the Off the Wall era, the journey of that album, which so far I'm so in love with the album. What's kind of cool about this is I have not heard any songs from Off the Wall other than Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and Rock With You. So it's kind of cool we get to experience these songs together, which is very rare.
True.
And sorry guys, we've been taking so long with the videos, but life. But yeah, so today we're just gonna get right on to it. Today we're doing the title track from the album, Off the Wall. The song is called Off the Wall.
I'm kind of excited.
That's what a title track is. So a title track is basically the track that's the same name as the album.
Is it always like that?
No. But in this case it is. So let's just get right on to it. This is Michael Jackson, Off the Wall, the title track from the album Off the Wall.
Let's go.
You ready?
Ready. The title track.
It's called the title track.
Spooky.
Oh, yeah, this sounds creepy. Oh, jeez. Oh man. Gotta leave the 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Groove. Let the madness in the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all. If you live it off the wall. Life ain't so bad at all. Live life off the wall. Live your life off the wall. Live it off the wall. You can shout out all you want to. Cause there ain't no sin and folks are getting loud. If you take the chance and do it, then there ain't no one who's gonna put you down. Cause we're the party people night and day. God, I love this song.
I know.
That's the only way. So tonight, gotta leave the 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Come on, groove. Let the madness in the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all. If you live it off the wall. Life ain't so bad at all. Live life off the wall. Live your life off the wall. Live it off the wall. Do what you want to do. There ain't no rules. It's up to you. It's time to come alive
I love the sound.
Yeah.
Wanna see you in exhibition. Better do it now before you get too old. 'Cause with the party people night and day, living crazy, that's the only way. So tonight, gotta leave the 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Come on, ooh, yeah. Let the madness in the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all. Living off the wall. Life ain't so bad at all. Living off the wall. Live your life off the wall.
I just keep seeing a disco ball.
Gotta leave the 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Ooh, yeah. Let the madness in the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all. If you're living on the tonight, gotta leave the 9 to 5 up on the shelf and just enjoy yourself. Let the madness in the music get to you. Life ain't so bad at all. Tonight, gotta leave the 9 to 5 up
Oh,
on the shelf
what a great song. So beautiful.
So good.
Damn.
So good.
I love that song. And
Me too.
you know, what I've noticed the last couple of songs from this album, they've been such a cool vibe, such a simple, just, you know, chill out vibe. There wasn't really much to talk about, just maybe just about how awesome the song is. But this one, I actually have a lot to say, just because this is how I live my life, and this is the opposite of how you live your life sometimes. So I can't wait to talk about this. But
Oh my god.
since this is about mainly you kind of reacting to songs, since you're a Michael Jackson heathen, you haven't heard much of him, what are your thoughts?
Okay, I really love this song. I know you think I don't live my life like that, but I know so many more people that goes to work and comes back home, still thinks about work, still
true.
talks about people from work, still focus about work and can't live their life outside of work. So listening to this song, like, oh my god, I want to listen to it more. It's just like such a vibe. I was closing my eyes because like I was just thinking of what I can do while listening to this song. I would just want to cook and listen to this song and just remind myself that
Life
live
ain't
your
that bad.
life. Yeah, life ain't that bad. Like
Yeah.
that line, my god, it's so powerful. Like I can't, like that line is so powerful because it's so true. Life ain't all that bad. That's so simple but true. Life could be so much more worse, and you should just leave the stress outside of your house. I feel like for everybody that listens to this, we all should just have our home like as a peaceful place to be in, like our calm, our safe haven. And anything past our home, outside of our home, any people or any work or anything at all, like we should just leave it out there and not stress ourselves out when we are at home. Like we should just listen to music, vibe out to music like this, and just live our life. Life ain't that bad. You know, nothing is that bad at all. And so that is what I think about it.
Never has a song vibe so well with me, because honestly, this is how I live my life. You can ask her. I mean,
Yeah.
we both have pretty high stressful jobs, don't get me wrong. You know, I work in law enforcement, she is a nurse, so we do have that high stress in our life, but I've never been one to let the stress kind of get to me. I've never.
Very true.
I'm very chill. I'm like a hippie, and you know, so this song, when I'm like reading it and I'm listening to it, I can actually feel it. And as most of you guys know, like, I'm such a loser when it comes to music. I'm such a deep person, and I'm not saying I'm deep to be like, oh, I'm so deep. I overanalyze stuff because I love music, and I love the way music is kind of like the language of the universe. It really speaks to everybody. Like even people that don't speak English probably would sing to this song. Like a lot of people know who Michael Jackson is who don't even speak the same language. That is how powerful music is, and that's why music means so much to me, and that's why most of this channel is based upon music, just because I think music is such a beautiful way of talking about philosophy in the modern day. So I love this song so much just because it's the motto I keep for my life. Even at work, when I'm talking to a lot of my coworkers who are constantly stressed about, you know, their day-to-day life. And like the funny thing is, I always say that. I always say that to her. Life ain't that bad. Like I verbatim always say that, because I'm always like, you know, if you look outside of your own stress or your own world, it is way worse for others that are actually going through a lot. And I'm like, we are so blessed and so grateful in this life that we can kind of enjoy life. And I always say, if you're constantly talking about how bad life is, life ain't that bad then, because you have the time to talk about it. People that are really going through a lot, they don't have time to talk about it. They're just on the go. And I love this song just because it's Michael at his peak talking about such a beautiful sentiment of life. Life ain't that bad. You know, forget your 9 to 5. You know, we are not meant to be workers our entire life. You know, we have to work in order to live on this earth. But outside of that, man, you have one life to live. Really enjoy it. And Michael is just out there grooving, dancing. Like, I can feel this vibe. Like, this album is so for me because, you know, sometimes I do kind of get tired of like overthinking about, you know, deep stuff. When I hear this, I'm just like, yo, this is just music. This is just a vibe. I just want to sit down and relax and forget about everything. And I'm the type of person where I am like that. Like maybe sometimes to a fault. Like I feel like we do need each other, because sometimes you keep me on point of what's important. Sometimes I keep you on point. It's like, hey man, don't stress about everything. You're going to have an aneurysm.
Yeah.
So I love this song. I love the sentiment that Michael's talking about. And I think everyone should live this way, because right now it seems like we're living in dark times and it's like the worst of the worst, but it's really not. Life ain't that bad, you know, because if it is, we wouldn't be able to be sitting down listening to Michael Jackson and talking with all you guys. You know, we are very blessed in this world. And if you have the opportunity to be blessed, be blessed. Don't always worry about what you can't control. You know, leave yesterday's problems till yesterday and focus on now, tomorrow, and focus on ways you can just make your life better for yourself and for the people around you, or just vibe out. Put some headphones on, listen to some Michael Jackson, because this album is insane.
Listen to the Off the Wall.
Yeah, this Off the Wall album, I love this album. Like,
yeah,
you know, I love the Dangerous album, but this might be, honestly, so far, I'm loving this album as much as I love Dangerous. And it's two different themes. You know, Dangerous is such a dark, heavy, chaotic album. This is just a groove, and I
might be my favorite.
Yeah, I just want to listen to
honestly.
this album, and I can't wait till we're done so I can actually listen to this album in full. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Honestly, I do think this album is my favorite. It's so simple, and you can just listen to it every day. You can listen to it in
any mood.
Yeah, like you can listen to it in the boring parts of your life.
Yeah.
And it just makes it fun, because the thing is, like, life can be boring, but if you like put some fun into it, it can be fun too. It just all depends on how you put stuff into it, right? And so I think by far this is like my favorite one. Like listening to Michael happy.
Every song we've been talking about on this album has been our favorite one. I love it though.
I know.
That's how good this album is. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, I know. Just this album is just so light and just so happy, and just like that happy era of Michael. And not only that, but like, I know it's very simple. There's not much to say. That's why we, like, you know, our videos are kind of short for this Off the Wall, because there's not much. But the thing is, like, it's so powerful. One thing I've realized in our life, in my how many years of life right now, is that life isn't that bad, but the happiness truly lies in the simple things. It's not on the big grand things. I've honestly realized that going on vacations, like, you know, doing all these big milestones, that's really not where life is, because life isn't always everyday vacation. Life is like just the minute, small little things, boring things that you do.
Preach.
But if you like make your life happy, if you are happy in those boring day-to-day life is pretty good. And so that is just what this album really makes me feel. Just the happy days, like, of every day, making those everyday boring little things like a happy memory. And so I really love this album and I cannot wait to finish it.
We're close.
Yeah.
Yeah, love this album, love the vibe, love the song. I really like this song. I'm not sure if I like Get on the Floor a bit more. They're both kind of competing. I'll have to listen to it again. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for being patient with us. I know these videos come out 2 weeks apart. We're really trying. We have some big things we want to do for this channel, but we want to be consistent first before we kind of drop, what the future of this channel is. So thank you guys so much for watching. Can't wait to hear your guys' thoughts on this song, this album. And yes, we will be doing live performances once we're done the album. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
See you.